Hey guys, look, it ended a little bit abruptly, and so I thought that I would come on and just finish my thoughts, and really, this is for everybody. And I'm totally willing to work with anybody that's in over their head. Anybody that signed up to work for Satan or is realizing that Satan will betray any and everybody that he has made promises to. Well, I'm just here to let you know that there's a way to work through all of this. I've spoken in my past videos about repentance and what that means, and even the most wicked do have an opportunity to go through this ascension process after all. Though many of them are clearly refusing, there are plenty of people that are becoming curious and realizing that things aren't necessarily as they seemed. And for those curious people, I'd be glad to explain anything that I've learned to them. I will sit down and have a discussion with you and explain to you and show you where I've gotten my information, what I've learned, how I've put it together. And, I could do that. And I don't have all the answers, but I bet some of us could figure some things out together. So I'm just really unclear on how it works. How do you sign up to be a flesh and blood actor? How do you do that? And at what point do you realize that it was a really bad idea to sign up to hide God? I'm not sure where this is stemming from or what anybody's motives are. I don't know. Yeah, I tried to end the other video and it just won't end. So I have my laptop on. I'm going to try to end it that way. But anyway, I don't even know, I figure why not? Why not be live right now and speak about what's taking place? Something was saying, you just can't hang up the phone all angry and not say, hey, I'm willing to work with you. That includes members of the Illuminati, anybody that's wanting to know more. Thank you so much. I definitely don't think I'm smart or genius or anything. Listen to me. I can't even put a sentence together half the time. But that doesn't take away from the knowledge that I am finding. And I'd be glad to share my notes with anybody. Because I would figure that a lot of people would like to know that this is the red and blue Kachina. And then they would probably like to know who it is. Yeah, exactly. She's the one that has all the views. Well, that was set up from the beginning. It's not like they start their channel and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, this guy has some gumption. Let me work on him. It's these things were in place from the get-go. Now I have gone back and I have seen, it's hard to speak on this. One of the channels in particular, who's really not around anymore, and it was one that we were both subscribers of, Snowflake Vaccine. I don't see any material from this channel lately, but the first video was all about ascension, and that's how it happens. Like, oh, that was the John X Army too. He did that as well. So that's their kind of their angle. Like, let's talk about ascension. We'll meet all these people where they're at. And I remember finding these channels like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So they have subscribers for much longer. Some of them have been around for much longer. Is it messed up? Yeah. Ugh. That's why I just wanted to come on here and like kind of close it up and say that I'm willing to work with anybody, because I'm not going to sit around and watch these people. Like, there's a reason that I sat here when I wasn't feeling well and started making videos. And there's a reason why I was being shown the things that I was being shown in the sky. There's a reason why I've come across the people that I have on here. And I have to at least offer my knowledge to them openly. And if they really want to know what's going on, like if some of these people truly don't know what's taking place and didn't know that this was the return of Christ, more than just Christ consciousness, and even just as Christ consciousness, like how it's taking place, I've been trying to share T. Taylor's channel, Crystalline DNA. There's so much information there. And I do think, like I was trying to say on my last stream, I do think that her work has made a huge difference, because I don't hear that narrative so much anymore. I don't hear it. And that makes me happy. But at the same time, I don't know why I'm not exposed to that and what's going on with everybody that's waking up and how their body is changing, and I don't know what symptoms they're experiencing. But I knew that I wanted to help people through this process, and I know that I'm not getting that opportunity because my emails have been hacked into, and because my videos don't get out to more people. I know that's what I'm supposed to think, that nobody likes me or my voice, but it's the things that I'm showing. It doesn't matter. A lot of times I do videos without speaking. So I know for a fact that my videos have been hidden for a long time. My show script, oh, hi, John. John, you can't be going on there and telling everybody that to go watch Richie from Boston when he's telling people, look, do you see this, John? This is the Kachinas. That is Baphomet, but Baphomet is actually Sophia, and it's all twisted, and a lot of people are about to get scared. And so, I really want at least my perspective to be unblocked. And all of the things that you're promoting on that last live, I was watching with you, and I'm blocked from your live, and I don't even think you're doing it, just so you know. But it got your attention, didn't it? And I even said in my last video, I am not naming you at all, but some of the things that you were promoting really have me concerned. And I can't sit by and watch without speaking out about it. And you've said, and I thank you, you have actually said to me before that you would watch one of my videos and then, or something, and see what you thought. Yeah, I know. I don't think you blocked me. I don't think it was you. I don't. I didn't say that. I just want you to know that. You said that you might talk to me and I could share my knowledge, and Steve from WSO has said that to me also. And I know that you guys have your own lives. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just doing this just because, I'm driven to or whatever. I appreciate what you guys are doing, but I think that now is the time to get some of the people that came here to explain what's happening. It's time to at least get our side of the story out there. You know what I mean? It's not about fame or anything. What is really important is that this stuff is like etheric. It is the God particle. Tesla spoke a lot. Okay, I will. I can do that. I can do that. I will. I just never know how to get through, so I'll try to call in. But that's how this started. Like when I first started my channel, I reached out to the big channels, and I understand I was just a little channel. Nobody knew what I was talking about. And back then, I could have been crazy. But now I'm showing you that this is on the front page of every single newspaper across the world. And people don't realize that it's the red and blue Kachina, the return of Christ. So, I can call in on the next stream, but it's like, bro, this is big, super big. And I want this perspective out there. And I've been totally stifled. And then I go on and I hear like all this stuff that's going to scare so many people. And I'm like, these people aren't going to make it through the holy fire. And like, hopefully we can all just clear the confusion up. You know what I mean? That's all I want to do is clear the confusion up a little more, because we're gearing up towards an event and I kind of understand it. And I don't explain it super well. Maybe that's why I haven't. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot. I don't claim to have any kind of jeopardy on truth, but this is the return of Christ, and I can see where there's this huge agenda to hide that fact, and it's hard for me to watch. I'll change the thumbnail because that's not what I was implying, and I don't know, like I even said that. But you know how it goes. Like, I've got to do what I've got to do. I'm trying to get this out there. I don't care. Anybody can go and they can edit any picture anywhere. Yeah, wild lettuce is great. So there's a lot of really cool stuff there about healing, but like, okay, another thing. One thing while I have you here, John. The crystalline DNA transformation. Like, I'm really happy that you don't spread that bullshit. Thank you for not spreading that whole bullshit narrative about Morgellons, because it's not true. And I really appreciate you not doing that, because I was really, really afraid. And even back then, I didn't see that kind of stuff on your channel. Even like when I first started your channel and I didn't know about what a fear narrative was or anything like that, I was really scared when I found some of the stuff I found. And I don't like really remember who I was watching that made me feel that way. But I think it was one of the people you named. And like, I see messages about some of these people in gematria. And like, I don't like what's going to happen to them. So I don't want that to happen. It's not necessary. Like, everybody, this is for everybody. It doesn't matter where you're at right now. It's for freaking everybody. I don't know. I'm not perfect. I've shared stuff that I wasn't sure was true or not. Trust me, I have. So please know that. But to promote those things, like these people that I know for a fact, like, are involved in a satanic agenda, whether they know it or not, I have to speak up. I have to at this point, because this is what we're seeing. Nobody knows that is in front of their face. So talk about the truth in plain sight stuff. Like, you love that. I do too. That's the thing. We have a lot in common, and I'd love to have these same conversations. Do you know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from. I hope you understand. But yeah, the live stream that you have, whatever's connected to it, they won't let me comment. And I see people that come into my chat, and that's who I'm talking to right now, if you want to know. The people that I know, that I've called my brothers, and, it's the ones that come into my chat. And I know that we're all learning. And I'm just doing what I'm compelled to do. This is all I'm doing. You know, I could go and sit around and like smoke pot or do whatever I wanted, but I'm doing my best to get this over to you. I mean, I can show you a little more, whoever's watching, but it's clearly God, and basically God is etheric. That's why they had the Sophia and the Lucifer telescopes, so that they could see this system coming. And it's here, and they want to hide it for as long as possible. And like, yeah, it is actually Baphomet, but they've demonized her. But she's going to clear it up. Like, everybody will know that this is God. So it really is all good. But I'm just taking my opportunity to spread this word because it will make a difference. It really will make a difference. Hello. Hi, hey man. You're so sweet. You guys are all amazing. And I'm not faulting anybody for having their own beliefs. But like, all anybody can talk about is there's a TR33. Well, why do you think they came up with that narrative? I know, I showed you that. Actually, I showed that to you. Oh, it's 6,000 feet? Nice. Yeah, but let me go back to something. Bear with me here again. I've tried to, hi, Dead GPK. What's up? Well, you know, you've been showing the moon, which is awesome. Oh, I don't even know who's here. Okay. Hi, Gigi. So, literally, I shine through color, not through light. This is a video I'm working on. Ew, why is it doing that? That's so weird. Well, maybe not, huh? Yeah, there we go. There's something etheric there, and it's really cool. It goes over and under the moon, and I've seen it for months. And it's becoming more clear to me because it's interdimensional. We can only see parts of these celestial beings, but everybody's starting to see them. And like the people that are just coming into your chat, I don't know, I guess they need a little fear and stuff, but they also need to know that there's another side to this and that it is possibly God. That part shouldn't be so hidden. And I think that's because YouTube or whoever's in charge of the algorithms know that inherently people in civilization want that information. Societies, whatever, however they do their demographics, like they want that information. That's what we are after. People do want truth. I am a lover of truth, and I believe that many people here are lovers of truth. And so I never stopped seeking. I didn't get caught up on that fear narrative. But I'm seeing that right now is a time that there's not time for that. Like, the game part is over. It's not a fucking game anymore. It's just not. Because she's here. You know, I'm showing aliens and all kinds of stuff. And if people aren't ready for it, fine. If people aren't ready for it, okay. But I would think that that's something one of you guys would pick up if you were truly lovers of truth. Some of the bigger channels. And I don't see that happening. Not at all. And I don't care if you get it from me. Who cares? Don't worry. I mean, that's why, like, don't get it from my channel. Don't share my channel. Because that would be saying that I won. And I know a lot of you guys cannot do that. But I'm not in it to win it. So, because I already won when I died to the Saturn Matrix. So, just get this information out there somehow. Put a little contrast on it yourself. Be blown away yourself. This is a rainbow fire. It's a rainbow. And there's all kinds of stuff in there. Trust that. I'm working on it. And I work on it. And it's like I know more people see it than I know. Hi, 1 Hot Minute. Hi, Tiki Love. I know, but then it stops. It stops. And I just have to keep trusting divine order. But this is part of the divine order. Guess what? And I'm showing it. And I want more people to see that aspect of it. The mosque fire, also, there's orbs there as well. I have better quality, so that's what I've been showing on my live streams. So I just encourage you to go back to the last few live streams. There was a lot revealed there. Yeah, the crown of thorns is a really interesting thing. And see, that's another thing, John. I get bits and pieces from these channels that are like giving, I know that John X Army is a lover of truth. I know he is because I see how his mind works. And I think it's cool. And I've gotten a lot of revelations watching you. But see, having the knowings that I do, they mean very different things. So it really is a perspective thing. Marianne Williamson, she's good. It is a perspective thing. This is a really weird picture that I kept wanting to show yesterday. So that looks like it must be like a red sphere. And another one. I mean, they're everywhere. They're just like they came down to earth. This is what it looks like when they come down and do their thing. And I've had messages that they'll be ruling from heaven. See, this stuff is popping out as I go. You see that? The Mandela effect. It's happening. Shit, I had an image yesterday where a sphere popped up and did a little spin, made a cross, spun into dots, and disappeared, blinking on a still picture, on a live. So something cool is happening, you know? Something cool is definitely happening. But yeah, these spheres are popping up. You see them? I didn't even see that yesterday, and I showed this yesterday. Yeah, that's the thing, though. You have to realize that they've made you think that you're in a trap of a body, and that your body is the trap, and like that's all a narrative. We're getting our crystalline DNA, and those that have really, really gone through that and healed, no. If you get stuck in the cycle, like it's not going to kill your own doing. You have enough will in you to stay alive. So if you're really sick, you need to realize that this stuff is actually, when they say it's self-created, it's hard to understand. It's not self-created. It's created by satanic lies. But the virus is a literal lie that tricks the brain into killing the body. It's a lie. It's all bullshit. But you have to know that. And the second you do, that's why when you find knowledge, it sets you free. The second you know that, you realize your body does something and you start to heal. And so when your body comes through from a really crazy dark place, because I'm not denying that there's all kinds of crap out there. There sure is. Please, please, please know that. But now I'm immune to that stuff. So I can see going into a new world with a healthy body. Like my body's still perfecting itself inside and out. And I am still healing, but it is happening so that I can live in a new world. The only thing that's dying is Satan's world. And if you're experiencing catastrophe and calamity, just know that everybody had to go through their trials and tribulations. It's all very personal. Earth is a realm. Just look at the weather. Things have gotten really weird. Timelines are different, so this is individual in that way. But there's a satanic agenda, and there's no need for it anymore. It's okay to step away from it and start showing the fact that Christ is here and what that might look like. And even if you don't think that it's Christ here, to not show this and say it's the fallen angels. You know what I mean? Like, this is Sophia. This is your mother. This is the mother of creation making all of this stuff happen. So I really just say, it's really easy to, even if you don't understand, to at least open your mind and your heart and your eyes to these possibilities and to allow your viewers to do the same. And if you're going to feature people at such an intense time, because let me go back to that crown of thorns thing. What a great thing to spot, you know, John X Army. What an amazing thing, honestly. And I'm not sure why that pet goat stuff happens, but I know by reading gematria that these interdimensional beings are on the outside of time. They're outside of the circles of our time. So without understanding that, it is very, very hard to comprehend what I'm showing and what I'm saying, possibly. But I don't know where these things come from. I know prophecy is done by Satan, and we will manifest prophecy to a certain point. But she's like, well, you guys want Armageddon, you're going to get Armageddon in your Saturn matrix. You are. And I know that she is not happy about all those bullshit relics because she was the one crucified. And until I have more information, I can't say much more. But I know that Queen Inanna was originally the one crucified, and that incarnation is never spoken of. There's very little information on the unjust crucifixion that took place, and it was a huge strike to humanity. Yeah, I think that we wanted to come back because we know that we would make it through. I do see a lot of apologies, like sometimes in gematria, like this is harder than a lot of us thought it might be. It's not always pleasant. But yeah, we just got to keep rolling with it and stop fighting it. And that's what it is. I think that a lot of people are fighting it internally, and these satanic agendas just feed into that fear, separation. You know, I mean, at this point, you're delusional to think that this is the Antichrist, in my opinion. But it seems to be that there's a whole lot of people that think that. Like a whole lot. Yep. And these bodies are going to live for a lot longer, so. And by the time we want to pass on, we transcended death. And a lot more people get to do that, but we got to get this information out there. There's angels in these spheres that I'm starting to be able to see. So these are clearly the wheels, inside wheels and all of that we hear about. But yeah. Hi, John. There's angels, see, like in there. Shape of an angel with wings, literally. And I stopped looking for the traditional angel, but they're still up there, trust me. I see them often. But they're full of spheres. See that? They have little spheres everywhere, little torus fields all over them. Sophia is, well, people think that she's Lucifer, don't they? They think, well, she is Lucifer, but they think that she's like here as the demon, as the devil, right? No. This is Christ returning. So whatever Christ was returning for is what's happening. It was for salvation, and so it's very clear to see when you realize that Sophia is Christ and that she is returned with this event and others. I've been trying to shout this out for several months now. It's not like, okay, they're here, look. No, this is just like, this is happening and this is why. And, you know, they, quote unquote, they know it. They know that this is Christ returned. But it's like that simple, you know. That's what this is, so What does Sophia want, though? Sovereignty for humanity, natural birthrights that were intended for this planet to be exercised and intact, and for everyone to follow universal law, and for the oppression and for the suppression to stop, and for there to not be illness and poverty. Cool, Shauna. Christened energies? Neat. Like, I hear messages where it might be the same one you're talking about, where they literally are here on ground, and as we can see, they're interdimensional, so they can do their work surrounding the star seeds on Earth. Like, while we're just walking through, going to work, or whatever we're doing. And that's why we've been experiencing so many interesting things, because there really is truly a lot. And I'm showing you, I didn't expect to be able to show you these things. Love you, Shauna. I didn't expect to be able to show you these things. Who's physically going after her? No, we've been in chats together, and we've asked these hosts to have her on. And they just skirt the issue. They'll go as far as to say, these are my terms. Like, you should interview Toni Taylor, or at least feature some of her work. And feature my work. Or if you don't like me, find somebody else that's saying something similar, that this is the return of Christ and that they're interdimensional. And then, that's what I'm suggesting. It's a loving suggestion. Aw, no, never sorry. I appreciate you all being here. So weird jumping on these lives like this, but I like it. So I hope you guys are liking it too. But if you're in and out, cool. Just, I love you too, Walters. But I'm just saying how I see like a lot of people, and they're half in, half out of the dimensions, and that's fine. I think it's okay to not know what you believe yet, or not trust that all of this is God. I understand that. Which channel is that, Rochelle? But but that's lately, like a lot of us, like I just can't speak for anyone. I just know that, I mean, a few channels have asked me to be on and stuff, but I wasn't feeling well myself when they asked me. And lately it's just been difficult. So, but no, like I'm talking about, we've been in chats on the Leak project, and it's like, okay, well, if you guys don't care about what we're saying, we could think it's because they think we're women, or they think we're nuts, or whatever. But the truth of the fact of the reality actually is, this is something that needs to be spoken about. And so we've compiled the information. She's compiled the information. Lots of us, light workers here, have compiled the information. And this, why it's not being reported on programming is because it's programming, and it's from Satan. So that's how they're controlling the narrative, and they're controlling the algorithms. And I'm trying to change the world from the little tiny spot that I have right now of saying, like, stop and look and at least get this side of it out there. Give it some more credibility so that more people see what we're saying. Because when people come to my channel and they only see a few people watching, and they show me, I'm showing an alien being inside of Notre Dame, they just, in their mind, think that somehow it's not real. Or I don't know what they think, I can't say. But it's like, clearly I didn't fabricate it. You see what I'm working with here. As far as technology goes. So, this stuff is just, I think it's hard for a lot of people to comprehend it. And it's easier to keep going with, yeah, and there's a lot of ego stuff, and it's a whole women men thing, and it's a lot of things, that? It's a lot of different things. And it can just be fixed. Like, that's why I say, here's how we fix it. We at least talk about the things that I'm talking about. And not just quickly throw them in there like, oh, here's what I'm looking into. This might be of help to you. Like, do a show about it. Give it some, because clearly what I say isn't enough, or what I show isn't enough. But this is perfect because this isn't any image that I took. This is an image that was taken all around the world. All over the world. And so anybody can easily get these images. I did nothing special. I do have techniques to put in contrast, but that changes every day now, considering all of the changes. So these interdimensional things can survive in holy fire just like we can, because we've gone through, or like we are, in the process of being able to. And so, but yeah, this is a rainbow fire. I keep seeing that she loves green right now. Green is her favorite color, so. Yeah, I guess I'm speaking to the suppression. Like, I want to not be suppressed on these two issues right now. The fact that Christ is returned and that the Kachina, well, no, let me give you a few issues. The two issues of the Kachinas are here and crystalline DNA is happening. And not change, we can't just say these things and then change our skin. We need to genuinely research these topics for yourself, like you research all the other fucking topics. You'll find your own answers. You have keys for us. Oh, these pictures are Mandela affecting for me, so I'm going to go through them while I'm here with you. What do I class as Christ? Sophia, Christos, Sophia. I'm finding out that, the Holy Spirit is Christ returning. As far as the entity from heaven coming, like when it was said that Christ would return, the entity from heaven is Sophia, and she has returned, and I've been showing her return, and it's with, a bunch of others. I don't know if King David's up there. I don't know which ascended gods and beings are up there, but I see a lot of them. But she's the one that's in charge of this Messiah, because this is her world, and she's the one ascending, and we're ascending with her. Moving into the heart chakra, yeah, there's so much about the heart chakra, and the heart was a stone, but now we're unlocking it. And yeah, a lot of people are going to be afraid because, that's why I jumped on here and I was like, no, the Antichrist message is that that's what I was trying to say to John. The things that he's promoting are teaching the wrong thing. Oh, wow, I haven't done this one yet. Let's do this. This is cool. Hi, Sovereign Human. I'm not going to sit there and listen to it. I was watching so many people and not be able to comment. That's not fair. That's not fair. How is that fair? I've never said anything against, I've made sure to try to be respectful in some of those chats. I think I just got banned from the Leak Project. But then again, it might not be any of the mods or Rex doing it. It could be Google. It seems like even when I'm in some of the chats where I'm a mod, Well, that's been kind of difficult for them to do, to get around that. But, anyways. Let me see here. What do we have? I'm like jumping all around, you guys. I know, I'm sorry. I would have to work on this one for a while, I bet. But you see all this blue, right? Where do you think all the blue came from? I'm just wondering. We've known about this blue energy coming in for a long time, a lot of us. Yeah, if we lose hope, we lose all. This is, and Xenomorph, what I'm showing here is that this is God coming to save humanity. Like, why would the Antichrist go through all this? They are going through a lot to mess with your consciousness, if that's what you believe. And I understand, but like the TRB3 or whatever they're called, what's the blue energy? That is Sophia, returned. It's the energy of Sirius, the star. It's the energy of that blue sun next to the sun. It's antimatter. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So, yeah, so I don't really know what that is, but it's almost like something came crashing down in there. Looks like she did. I would love to know the truth, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you love to know what was really happening right now? So I'm showing you the best I can what's really happening. I know I'm not that exciting and I don't have all the answers, but you know. Ooh, this one's Mandela affected quite a bit. Now this is a lot, okay? So I'm going to warn you that this is a lot right here. So there's some very large creatures that have been next to and behind the sun. So I do think that, I'm starting to think that Sophia is actually like a human type entity and a very, very ascended being. Or, you know, she's at least incarnated many times. So I don't know what she is outside of that, you know, but I know that she shows herself as like a dragon and all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, she's a consciousness. I know that. She's a consciousness. The Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody said that about volcanoes yesterday, and that really piqued my interest, you guys, because I'm wondering. Now, I do see a lot in Gematria that evil souls are going to be, I mean, you see what this is, right? Evil souls are going to be thrown into a volcano. So, and, you know, into the abyss via volcano. And I hear about all these orbs going in and out of volcanoes, and I'm wondering what's taking place. So I'm wondering how etheric this really is going to be, you know? I mean, this is really what I'm thinking, like, these things are going to keep happening until we have our world back. But it's not the Antichrist. It's Christ. It's the higher being Christ. It's the higher self Christ. The fire was Sophia coming to say that she didn't appreciate the lies surrounding this place and all of the relics in it, because the crown of thorns is like, I mean, don't you guys take it as it's, what does the crown of thorns mean to you? What are your views on it? Christ within? Roses. because I see it as kind of the cross that we had to bear, and like, yeah, being hurt over and over by, you're like, is this person even human? How can they be so mean? I think most of us here know that we could never like really, really hurt anybody on purpose. And I think some really good people got caught up in Satan's stuff. Some like really good people that never want to hurt others, that really are Christ incarnated. And, they don't know how to get out of it. And I'm telling you that all you have to do is take a look at some of this stuff and open your heart and your mind and just believe. And then you'll start to see it for yourself. Just put the doubt and the fear aside and realize that it's possible. And if somehow this is like a game and you want out of the game, then you got to start helping Sophia. It's weird because I was at the Notre Dame. I was there in 2001 or 2000. I have to look inside. I don't know. I told you guys about that trip though. It was really an amazing trip. And I got to go to several sanctuaries and Catholic places and see all the relics, and I was at the Vatican and all of it. So, sorry, there's like a lot going on all at once here. I'm not used to all this. So, the Shroud of Turin was at one of the sites. I think it was in Lisieux, France, at the Basilica of St. Teresa. It was like either there or it was here. I can't freaking remember. I went to so many places. But it was like a replica of the shroud, and that was really interesting. And there's so much information surrounding that as well that's always intrigued me. So I believe that Jesus the man came, and he's a really good example of what is taking place with us. And he did transcend death because he was enlightened. And his transfiguration was alien technology. So that's basically what's going on here. It's going on, and that's what he was here. That's what that was for. But of course, it's totally misinterpreted, So we have been Christed. Many people are being activated now to be Christed. And that's what Jesus the man came for. He wasn't crucified though. But Christ, Inanna, was crucified. Holy shit, you guys. You see that? This is the fire at the mosque. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Physically injected Christ consciousness through having children. That's exactly what happened. Good call. And the book of Pistis Sophia will describe that. I recommend listening to it. The part 2 is the one that you want to go with. Otherwise, you're going to be caught up in like the naming and the confusion of all that. But Sophia, Pistis Sophia, book 2, will describe to you how we were seeded as starseeds into our mother's womb. No, I don't believe anybody did die in the fire. And that's how it goes. That's how she's going. That's how it's doing. Like, with all these events, think about the blue that we've seen in other places. It's a warning. I knew that blue energy was her when it showed up in New York. I did videos then. You're welcome to go back and see those because it's the same thing, and I'm telling you the same thing, and I've had similar findings there. But yeah, this is the mosque, and that's a pretty interesting object there in the fire. Looks like a serpent god of some sort. Oh, look, there it's showing up again, you guys. Oh, wow. You guys, you see it? Oh, wow. Okay. This is amazing. Hi, God. Oh my gosh, it's there. Wow. One hot minute. Do you see? There's an orb showing up and moving in the live shot again. Oh. Stop. Incredible. Maybe he's going to come through and talk to us right here eventually. She. Guys, I'm right there with you, you know. Oh, I don't even really understand what's quite happening, but wow. Well, yeah, I guess I wasn't kidding about the Mandela affected pictures. There's definitely something going on. Oh, I just saw another one, Lisa. You missed it. There was another one that just showed up. Yep. I know One Hot Minute saw it. We saw it at the same time. It was right there. Oh, wow. And then I kind of, oh, there it is. See? There it is. Wow, maybe we're the macro, huh? Oh, man. But the one last night was just all on its own, out in the middle of the sky, and it completely disappeared. It's flashing. I'm shaking. There's an orb, like a literal live orb in the video right here. And I'm having a really hard time seeing it because of the comments. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that's a freaking alien ship. It's an interdimensional alien ship right there. This is, hi, what's up, John? This is the mosque fire. And there's the orbs that I pulled out of that one. And I came back to show you guys, and it's morphed. And yeah, I see a serpent ship. And it's got a live orb, John. Last night, I really encourage you. I had a live video that we had a live orb pop up at 41 minutes. just popped up and danced around, and we just had another one in this video. Just really amazing. I feel so honored to be able to show these things. I don't get it. Oh my gosh, I don't get it. Let me see what's going on here. Wow, man, I don't know. Let's just, I guess, keep... Oh. Hey. Overprotected. I can't do it with all of a sudden the chat pops up. Ooh. Oh my god. I'm doing my best not to shake. Okay, so we had a fire in the cathedral in Paris, Notre Dame, and I've been there before. When I was there, they had the Lady of Guadalupe cloak on display, and it was just amazing. And in fact, that relic is alive. If you read about that relic, you would be shocked. It's alive. If you look into her eyes, you can actually see the city behind it. And you know no artist did that. She did that. She's amazing. She's amazing. In the black pupil of her eye, you can see the entire city and landscape with detail. Yeah, Lady of Guadalupe is amazing. So there was a fire there, and they're really wanting people to believe that the Antichrist started the fire. And I am here to say that that's not the case, and I would like to disprove it. So, hey. Hello. So I'm just here showing the other side of that. Like, Satan's days are over. Christ has returned. This is how it's happening. It's interdimensional. So a lot of people won't see this. They have to believe in order to see her. You have to believe in Sophia and know about her, which people don't know. That Sophia is God. I mean, you know, there's the Father. I'm not taking that away. Apparently she's androgynous. She is the mother of creation. She was created. So, you know, she has a creator. But she's the Holy Spirit. She's the Holy Spirit, a self-creating system that created us all. And she's fixing her system right now. And literally, I'm showing it. This is at the mosque. And these pictures are coming to life right in front of me. It looks like, yeah, a lion, snake, tiger. Yes, Lisa. I appreciate you being here with me. It's like I just lost a bunch of people. And that's cool. I'm not in it for, like, the long run. I just want people to pop in and see what's going on and then go spread the word. Take these pictures yourself and put some contrast on them. I didn't do anything special, and they didn't show up just for me. And I couldn't find any pictures of these, so if anybody can find pictures, more power to you. All the pictures I could find of this event, were all the pictures I could find of this. What's gonna pop up? All the pictures I could find of this event were black and white. See the spheres there? They were all black and white. And you couldn't see anything. And there's only a couple. Oh, look at that. Look at this line of spheres. It's like a sphere in movement, maybe, or... I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing. Oh, wow. I forget what the mosque was called, but it's pretty significant, and you can't even find the news about it. Very significant. Oops. It's hard to do while I'm on the phone with you guys, but wow, that's, you know, it was the only picture I could find, so I'm going to try to work it up all different ways. But it's getting grainy and hard to see, so I apologize. I don't want to convolute everything. That's the thing. I don't want to convolute things. Walking? Huh? Aw. Aw. Yeah, I don't know. I feel weird doing a live video. Like, I have to hurry up and get off or something, entertain people the whole time, but I'm just gonna chill. Just get the word out. Why not? Let you guys talk and chat. Oh yeah, there's clusters of orbs. Totally. I'm sorry, did you say what mosque? In Israel, yeah, it was definitely in Israel. Yeah, churches are probably burning because they're all built on lies. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see a lot in there showing up. They're developing in front of us, just so you know. Yeah, let me cut this one up just a bit more because there's a lot going on. Yeah, and see, these are the pictures that anybody can get off of the internet. I would love to find some others of this event. That would be great. Because, yeah, John, John Binney, this is the mosque in Israel that was on fire at the same time as the cathedral in Paris was on fire. And they don't want you to know that the serpent gods are here and that they're the ones responsible for these fires. These are holy fires. Yeah. And I could do better. Oh shit, look at that. Oh my god. I could do better, but you know, it's just, yeah. Yeah, Pet Goat predicted it. I was explaining because these entities are outside the circles of our time, and it has everything to do with time travel and how the Antichrist works. So, and also it has to do with Sophia saying, okay, you want it, I'll give it to you the way that you wanted it. Obviously, with pure love and benevolence in mind, And it will become more visible to us as time progresses, yes. I just find it interesting how it's invisible now and it's becoming more visible. And I think that it's important to get the word out, because as we get the word out, it's becoming visible right in front of our face. Yeah, the pet goat really bothered me. I only saw it a short couple of times on Naughty Beaver's channel. This is after I had already been out of the woods, and I believe that I was pretty clear of the Matrix at that point. No, that's not true. I was still in it. I'm still in it. But, you know, I was out of, like, the fear. I knew, but I didn't know who was causing it and whatnot. That was designed to stick into your psyche and fuck with you. That whole entire production, you know. And those images are meant to take everything holy and twist it and put you in fear. And it's serving all of its purposes, and that's why all of these guys have it blaring on their channels. So I think they're being paid, or they have a vested interest in Satan. I'm not really sure. The 3D matrix is the realm of Saturn. It's the frequencies that Saturn has directed at Earth via connecting with the moon and usurping the moon's power. And so that's being dismantled, and we're getting a 5D matrix, because we are humans and we are divinity experiencing physical life on Earth as a part of God. And God wants us to be sovereign. God is about sovereignty, and that's what's going to happen. And that's what's been happening. But the entire time, they've been trying to make people in fear that this is the Antichrist. They've been preparing for this for a long, long time. But yeah, she's like, okay, you want it like that? I'll give it to you like that, you know. But she knows what's up. Keep trusting the process, and more people will be able to see. I'm sorry, let me see here. I think this is going to be pretty significant. Hang on. Yeah, but the difference is it's not the devil, it's God. Overprotected. I'm trying to show people that this is Sophia, not the devil. And that's the reason I'm on here, because I'm refuting the pet goat bullshit. It's 100% the enemy's narrative. They want you to believe that the Antichrist is doing all of this. Once again, Satan will be ascending, coming upwards. Yeah, it is. Coming upwards from the pit. He's not coming down from the sky. Heaven will be serving judgment from the sky, and that's what this is. This is heaven serving judgment from the sky. Well, if you guys want to believe it's the devil, that's totally up to you. I know it's not. I know it's God, and she's here to set us free. I mean, these atrocities that everybody really wants to talk about all the time, this is how it has to end. And I think this isn't such a bad way, actually, after all. Considering, I don't even think people have been hurt so far here. And in the other... Okay, good. I hope not. Or the Antichrist. It is not the Antichrist. Hi, old rider. How's it going? And I have to be stern like that because people have been stern with me, and that's how I got out of my mess. So please know, Alfred can tell you, I can be kind of like stern, but it's not even necessarily me all the time. It's like, yeah, I'm possessed by the Holy Spirit. And what? From McDonald's. Yeah, I mean, this is weird stuff, and these do look like rocks and stuff and asteroids, don't they? So maybe these are the asteroids coming for Saturn's matrix. That's what it is. That's what this is, you guys. These are the asteroids that came for Saturn's matrix. Boom. I've seen that message so many times. Yeah, there's an asteroid coming, but only for Saturn's matrix. Well, here you go. These are them. Yeah, these are them. Yeah, I'm sorry if 78 and not. I don't explain everything perfectly. That's why I make videos and try to put everything I can in there. And I try to let images speak for themselves. Yeah, the Nibiru. Yeah, that's something I want to talk about. The system of Nemesis, this Nemesis system, that's how I knew Christ was coming. When I found out that's what it was called. I'm like, oh, well, who's the nemesis of the elite? Christ. So, looks like something weird is going on again. Look at this. Look. Man, this is cool. It talks about what? Yeah, everyone will know this is God. Oh, yeah. Well, they call it the Nemesis because it's Christ returning. And guess who Goddess Nemesis is? Goddess Nemesis is Sophia. She is, you gotta look it up, Goddess Nemesis in mythology, and it will explain to you who this is. She's the goddess of retribution. She's the Holy Spirit, and she's here. Oh, good, sweetie. I'll send you healing light. Yeah, I think the moon is, so, oh my gosh, it's just starting to sparkle everywhere on top too, up here. Whoa, you guys, wow. I don't even know. I can't even believe the properties that these images have. I can't believe it. These are still shots from newspapers and websites. Yeah, I've seen more than one moon around, I feel, because the size and shape and color are different. They change. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, everybody will know it's God. Nothing scary has to take place in your world. Only miracles. I love that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Carl. That's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and read that out loud. Omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, G-D, that undefinable one, is all there ever was, and all will be at once. The devil is merely our human ego. Christ is king. Yes, and I also believe that there is a Satan being at some level that's really energy that needs to go, that needs to be transmuted or go. Yeah, divine source helping the consciousness shift. That's exactly right. And then, everyone wants to say that there's no higher entity coming, but I'm showing you right here that there is, and we did need the help. We did need the help to rid ourselves of that satanic energy that had infiltrated the entire world. And so that's what we're getting right now. And apparently nobody's going to tell you that. But I'm going to tell you that if they're not going to report this, and they know, then they are the Antichrist. Point blank, period. But if they haven't told you by now, it's because they never wanted to tell you that in the first place, I feel. If they know. And I feel like after years and years of studying this stuff, you've got to know what's taking place right now. Yeah, I mean, these things are going to come to life apparently, so I'm glad I jumped on here. Thank everybody who's here with me. And, it's getting really interesting. Hi, Mindy. Good to see you. Uni Mundi, it's all Sophia changing things for the better. But I think that you've caught something. My theory on your theory, Uni Mundi, I think that the coloring error shows up when something is a lie. When something's a lie, the coloring error shows up. Yeah, Sophia is good. Yeah, Sophia is God. Sophia is the Holy Spirit. You've been lied to. Very deeply. And I'm here to clear it up for you. Yes, she's the Holy Spirit. So when you see things like she's Shiva and all of that, she is Shiva, but there's that aspect that has to be done. Like, she's here for retribution. That part of her, she's all of them. The Holy Mother is all of these figures. Almost any Christ figure has been Sophia incarnated. Does that make sense? This is the higher being, the collection of all of the Christed beings that have been incarnated, including many of us, including us. But she's the higher self. She's the higher being of Christ, the Holy Spirit. This is Jesus returning. So yeah, absolutely. Good, good, good. Nothing but good. Yeah, Unimundi, I think that that's showing up on things so that we will be able to see very clearly. You know, it's part of the unveiling. And you, brother, found a really interesting part of it, so thank you for that. And I know that your channel's blocked, so I know you're onto something, because they don't want anyone to see the things that you're finding. Yeah, the gathering. I'm going to go back and look at some of the Hopi prophecy, and we are writing the rest of the book. That is why these things end and become really elusive around the end. That's because we're creating the story now, and that's why I'm on here, and that's why I'm doing this. That's why I called people out for shouting out Satan's followers, and I'm willing to help anybody that doesn't know how to get out of it, or that doesn't know what to think, or that still believes that things like this are the Antichrist. Because really smart minds are onto some really good things. The crown of thorns, I don't believe that that was a real relic. I think that was part of the plan. That's them trying to run the narrative and all this and that and the other. The relics and the this and the that. Those relics are built on lies. So, the crown of thorns is gone for me, and my eyes are shining like lamps as they were showing in that. So they must understand that this is the time right before the gathering, and that this is what it looked like. That's just following prophecy. The steeple falling and all of that, I mean, you have to understand we're in an interdimensional situation right now. So predicting the future isn't that crazy anymore. Honestly, it's truly not. Oh boy, well, I really thank you guys, and I think I got my point across, and I really hope that more people reach out. I really do. I really do. But you can't be lukewarm. You can't be going back and forth, and you can't be spewing out lies for Satan. So you better quickly find out what's what. And in order to do that, you just have to start listening to your heart. And that's it. Pure and simple. Start listening to your heart. You'll know what's real. You'll know what's not. And realize that God is here right now, that Christ has returned in several different ways. In all of the people that are awakening, that is the spark of Christ. That is the spark that gets the electric body, light body, whatever it is, Christed body, crystalline DNA to reactivate. And we go through the same process that Jesus the man went through. Hey. Love it. Perfect timing. Just jumped on. No crown of thorns. You're right. Distorted for the 2 crown seeds for crystalline DNA in our forehead. Our forehead. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. See, Julie, truth sets you free. Like, you were on an honest journey, but you didn't know to look for Sophia because it's so highly hidden. Sophia is the real Christ. Christ is here. This is what it is. And this is how she's returned. He, she, it's an androgynous spirit. It doesn't matter, but like, obviously a mother gives birth, so, you know, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's just, facts are facts at this point, and we'll all just have to deal with it, you know what I mean? Tony, I've had some really interesting things happen. I've had orbs pop up in my still shots and dance around. And I almost sent it to you, but I'll send it to you later, but wow. Yeah, I've had orbs dancing around in my still shots. I'm really interested to kind of take a look at these. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, as you know, by saying she's a woman, a lot of people really are shocked by it, and I'm trying to explain how, but it's so much all at once that I just can't, like, I just hope that I'm guided, and I know that all of you guys listen to your heart, and the people that just found my channel or whatever, or fellow Skywatchers that just weren't clear on what we were seeing because we've been told nothing but lies. And I still am trying to understand if some of this stuff is seen in the Saturn matrix this way, but no, there's no sun simulator. The sun simulator is Sophia. And so it's just blasphemous and slanderous is what it is. So I spoke about that a couple of nights ago on my video. I speak about it quite a bit. People have a real hard time at the moment. You know, that's what I'm afraid of. I feel a bit removed from that. I'm not seeing that. The divine feminine had to balance. Yeah, it's all for the best and highest good, right? It's hard to understand, though. Why would there be orbs, spirit orbs, in the middle of fires? And well, that's because they brought it here. Oh, I'm so sad, sweetie. I'm sorry that you hurt your foot. That's something. Sick people, yeah, there's some really sick people, yeah. And it's hard for me to watch those people be promoted for the masses to see. And I get messages that certain people are getting their souls erased. And so anyway. We will not burn in the holy fire. Once you're awake to these truths, you become immune to them. It is a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. I was about to say, I keep not finishing my thoughts. I apologize. Full out war for our consciousness, Lisa. Hi, how are you, sweetheart? Yes, full out war for our consciousness. That's correct. Most significantly right here, if anybody that hasn't seen it yet. Now, I thought this was cool. This is when I was just first starting, before I really saw anything that popped out. So there's going to be a lot here. There's going to be a lot in different images. And, yeah, lots coming around. Lots of people are coming around. The medical industry is going to have to come around. What was I about to say a minute ago, though? Because it was kind of important. Let me look back, because I wanted to finish that thought. Yeah, the process is definitely sped up. Yeah, I keep not finishing my thoughts, so I apologize. There's something I really wanted to say. I need to say it, it'll come back up before I jump off here. I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but there's a big underwater creature back there, okay? There just is. On national television. So, I'd like more information. I'm not scared at all, but it's really a lot. It is a lot. But some of the trails that we see are left by this right here. I'm just saying. Hey, Donna. See all the blue? Yep, we knew that blue energy was coming, and here it is. Yeah, it's a very loving, benevolent, large being, but it's very large. But it's part of her, so it might be her at some level, her dragons, but they're beautiful. Is that a burning cross? There's a lot to see. Oh, whoa. Interesting. There's a lot in these pictures, you guys. I really didn't even... A missile test? Yeah, that's all bullshit. They can't do anything. You see this? Everybody knows that. All those people that are saying those things know about this. That guy will be destroyed before anything like that could ever take place. What is that? That's so cool. Whatever it is, it's really freaking cool. Let's see if I can put a little more. Yeah, exactly, Kirk plane. It's not true. It's not gonna happen. And we have to understand, like, we can literally remove ourselves from that realm. We can leave that realm. Yeah, do it, Julie. Do it. I encourage it. I was showing on my last live today. Which one was it? I kind of showed my technique. So what I do is I come into the Kind Master or whatever program you have, and I just adjust it. And then when I want to do it a second time, hang on, that's gross. I don't know what that is. Coffee sugar, something like that, who knows. And then, yeah, that's pretty significant. Then I cut it in half and I do it again. So let me go ahead and do one because there's a lot of images here. You can take a screenshot of one that you've already contrasted and then contrast it again. So you can play with it and use, you can just slightly do it one time, screenshot it, and then do it again, and you just have to play with it. It is an art. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so I just adjust the color, and it's only contrast, saturation, and light. So I'm going to play with it for a second and see what I find. When you turn the lighting down, you start to see a lot more. And this just looks like a big, huge thing of spheres, a big cloud of spheres, which is pretty darn significant. No, you're totally fine, don't worry. don't do lives very well, I feel, but I'm glad to be here anyway. It's fun. So yeah, just a random one that I took just because. Oops. But let's see, these are probably pretty significant. Well, it looks like that big wisp right there. Do you see that? So people truly believe that these are chemtrails. Well, for a while I was like, okay, well, they're obviously not airplanes. So what are they? So I finally, just the other day, I don't know, I'll be honest, I heard one channel talking about how, like, the UN has big bubble machines or something, or like has some big like cloud machines. I don't know. It was so sad, the way that they have to stretch to lie and make shit up. Like, I can't believe some of you guys aren't offended by the lies by now, because they're so stupid. So stupid. Okay? What is actually leaving those trails? You know, and they think they're probably telling the truth somehow by saying it's like some big machine. No, it's Sophia's pet, or maybe Sophia, but it's that big, large creature that I've shown you. I mean, it's just a big, large creature in the living waters, and I believe that it's Sophia's pet. Oh, thank you so much, One Hot Minute. Thank you. I'm glad. I really enjoy them with you guys. I haven't been doing this format very often, but it's been nice. And I think that we're discovering some pretty amazing things together. Yes, they will be paying for their lies, and I will help anybody that is aware of that but wants out and wants to change or understand how it's possible. Only because I have experience doing similar things. I never worked for the devil, but, you know, just getting right in life. Well, this is why I sit and do this at home, because sometimes I get something amazing, other times it's just like... But this does look pretty cool. Let me see here. A lot of times, the third time's a charm. The third time I put contrast on it is when things really start to pop out. I don't put full contrast on it each time. I have to manipulate the color, you know, or the lighting, balance it out, take a screenshot, balance it out again. iPet Goat is tied to it in a sense that they took it knowing the truth about Sophia. Hi. Knowing the truth about Sophia, they took it and they used it to scare people. Knowing the truth about how Christ did DNA works, they took it and tried to scare people. They covered a lot of narratives in that one. I'll have to watch it again just because they're putting it out there so much, but it's all bullshit. As far as how did they know? Well, people are outside of the circles of time, these higher entities, good and bad. The good ones, the bad ones is what I want to say, the not so positive entities, Satan, okay? Satan Yeah, exactly. In 2015, see, they meet you where you're at. And that's all. They have the power to deceive, but they don't have the power to rule. That's why when you become out of fear, that's why when you transcend fear, all of a sudden you're free because it's literal, literally. The only thing they have is the power to deceive. They cannot rule you. They cannot rule us. So, they're taking it to the extreme right now. And I'm trying to tell them, like, game over, people. Fucking game over. Oh, sweetheart, yeah. I don't go on my computer a lot to get to my emails. I'm so sorry. I will go on. Just for you. Did you send it to the Fifth World 22? I need to catch up with them and you. So once I jump off here and finish, I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I love you. I definitely will look. I want to give you my opinion. But yeah, as far as other objects being seen near the cathedral that look like military type objects. I mean, you see planes flying around, right? You see how they're flying low and it's just really weird. They're really awkward lately. The same kind of thing, but that actually looked like one of the uncloaked objects. There we go again. There's a little green orb popping up. Oh, wow. Wow. It's amazing. I keep having little orbs pop up on my stuff. I can't explain it, but I'll show you later. Wow. Oh, man. I didn't really see that one until the very end, but that's crazy. Yeah, what was I talking about? Aw, yeah, you don't have to tag me, Julie. That's sweet. I'll come check it out. I'm subscribed to you, and I'll get the update. I want everybody to do this for the, and then, like, there are people that do an amazing job at this, other channels here. Yeah, it's like the third time I put content. Oh, wait, I'm showing you that one, but this is interdimensional here. I saw that Jabba the Hutt was a real thing. Oh, you see that? You see how it's like hanging off the moon there? Look over here. But that's not Jabba the Hutt. Like, everybody's been... It's all good. Everybody's either transmuting or they're becoming universal residue, honestly. So... I shine through color, not through light, is a message that I got a while back. Oh, look, it looks like a little blue sphere next to it, too. Cool. My pictures are changing right in front of me. It's like crazy. It's nuts. It's almost like when I'm talking about something, like you said, one hot minute. When I'm talking about certain things, all of a sudden, a little orb being shows up right on the screen. Yeah, they change, right? They're like Mandela affected. I think my theory on that is that the more, the crystalline DNA, the visual things, we're getting more visual abilities. And so we're starting to see more color, the colors that this is talking about. I shine through color, not through light. We're starting to see those colors. And we're starting to see these objects that shine through those colors, such as Han purple, which I've spoken about. And I also believe that the more people see this and become aware, the more it becomes visible. Because I've looked back at things from months ago, videos from months ago, and there are some of the same anomalies that are happening now in those videos. So it's almost like it's been here the whole time, and we drew it closer, we drew it out. I think there's something very significant to the fact that if people don't know to not worship Sophia, but if they don't know to love Sophia and that Sophia is their creator, of course people love their creator and love their father, you know, and she's androgynous, so she's still, you know, and there's so much to learn. That's not why I'm really here. I just want everybody to know that this is something so good. So good. But, you know, I guess right now it's all the people that wouldn't freaking listen. They wouldn't listen no matter how many times we were like, no. You know, this, that, and the other. These are the ones that are, like, coming out now, and I don't know. Well, I have you here, so I might as well show you. What's going to come up? I don't know, sometimes my programs are so funny. This is so shiny, I don't know why the light is glaring off me like this, so it's weird. Yeah, we're getting more connected. I'm manifesting like crazy. Yeah, but you know the great thing about the ones that I was showing is that those are on the front page of the newspapers. You know, anybody can pick those up and put some contrast on them and see exactly what I was seeing. Anybody want to revisit the alien goddess? Excuse me. Yeah, it's just incredible. But yeah. Oh, there's that big creature again. So I don't know, maybe it's like a place, you know? Maybe that's the place of New Earth. I don't know, but it's got tentacles and it just kind of hangs out behind the sun, behind the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, they can't see it, so they don't realize what they are posting. Yeah, exactly. That's the best part about this. That's why I'm so excited. I can't put it into words. Thank you, Alfred. Their whole, we put it for you in plain sight. Well, here you go, guys. Right in plain sight. What is that? That is weird looking. Let's see. Yeah, they can't control us, can they? No, they can't, can they? Good stuff. Alright, let's look at this one. Wow. Yeah, who are unplugged from them. Yep. Well, and, you know, I can't see these things with my bare eyes. I can more and more as the days go on. I can see them and identify these extraterrestrial objects. I don't know what that is right there, but it looks kind of like the same scenario as the mosque in Israel. Oops. See, I don't know what the architecture is here, but I think I see a blue spaceship with a million lights on it right here. Yep, and a sphere right behind it. I sure do. Yeah. There you go. What do you think, guys? Check that out. Pretty cool, huh? There's a sphere right there. Look what we got right in plain sight, Michelle. Big, pretty blue spaceship. Check her out. Or maybe a bunch of spheres, it looks like, with all glittery lights all around them. On the front page, check it out. And we got another sphere. There's something really cool right here. I'm going to pull it out a little more. Yeah. Blue Kachina in Paris. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what else we can see here. That's beautiful. That's unexpected and amazing. Now you guys see why I'm like, no, you've got just look, because like I'll see the normal picture too, and I'm like, no, that's not a chemtrail, I swear. Hang on a second. Yeah, look at that, man. No freaking joke. Okay. Sure is a pretty... I'm not even gonna make the joke. That is gorgeous. That is shockingly amazing. Shockingly amazing, even for me. Borean Calling, Rodney pointed out to me that this is a Tartaria building. And it brought back the memory that, yeah, it sure is. I remember that when I was there. Being like, why are windows halfway into the ground? Oh, that's just how they built things. Yeah, makes total sense. Yeah. Spooky purple. There's a sphere back here that I see, and Emily's seeing a face and whatnot back there too. There's definitely a lot back there. I'll have to work on that picture some more. But I want to show you what I did here. So I took a picture. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I don't normally do this on a live video. And my phone is messed up, so that doesn't help. Come on. Oh, it's just messing with me now. Yeah, it's literally just messing with me. So I took that picture, which I really want to show you. Okay, here. Took that picture and put a little contrast on it. And what do you see? Yeah, you should have seen it before. You can't see it. See, that's before, and then, I don't know, whatever. There it is, okay? Yeah, for sure. I agree, Lisa. Well, no, Alfred, and what I've been explaining is they hold the relics that are all lies. Like, I don't even think the crown of thorns is a real thing. It's a way to describe our plight as Christed human beings, the crown of thorns. It's like how nothing's fair and we're constantly tormented. And that's gone now. That's gone. And, whoa, that just disappeared right in front of my eyes. Oh, here we go. That's not normal. Yep. Alright, guys. That's not normal. That's annoying. I don't even know what happened there. Your health is getting worse. Yeah, I would love to speak with you more, Julie. Keep watching and go through and see what you find on my channel, but also take some time and go to T. Taylor's channel. It's T, the letter T, and then the word Taylor, and then type in crystalline DNA and see where you're led to with that, because as soon as you have the knowledge about what is really taking place as far as health goes and our bodies, you'll start to heal right away, overnight. And it's just literally overnight, you will start to heal. And you will know. Now, I don't always feel good because we're still in the midst of this change, you know. But I feel better than ever. And I know that I'm about to continue to feel better and better. But at one time, I was, just like you said, I was very sick, and it was not fun. And I got through it. So you should be getting better and better once you have the information, not worse and worse, for sure. Ooh. It's an interesting object. Hungry bit? There's some yogurt in the bottom of the fridge. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's alright. Catacombs underneath it. Yeah, I believe that they were truly, that, you know, it's just built on so many lies, and she's the goddess of retribution and fortune, and mishandled fortune, essentially. And that place right there is probably the epitome of mishandled fortune outside of the Vatican. But I'm sure there's very specific reasons that we will learn. Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad to hear that you're feeling better. All normal. See, that's what I'm talking about. The tests will, the proof is in the pudding. Same story. Same story. That's beautiful. I'm so happy. Yeah, these are definitely interesting things taking place, and it's all etheric at this point, manifesting. I've seen messages, the manifestation of aliens on Earth, the manifestation of extraterrestrials, and that's what's taking place here. So I guess I just need to relax and know that people will figure it out at some point. But I have a feeling that there's a large number of people that aren't going to find this out and aren't going to understand what's taking place at all. Yeah, it's a Tartaria building. It was built on lies and hate. Nope. I'm excited. I am. I don't want this world to burn down. Wow, now, like, look, I'm going to show you. There's some kind of a tentacle right there. You know? With, like, spiky things on it and stuff, or spots, and so, love it. The test's all normal. It's the evolution of our DNA, and I try to tell people, but yeah, you know, I don't really go out a lot because I used to hang out at kava bars in the area, and I still do, but I just have no desire to like sit and hang out with people all day that don't care about anything that's going on right now. So I just stay home and you know, obviously go out and do things, but not a whole lot. And I saw a message the other day that a lot of us in this position are not happy that we've had to seclude ourselves. Yeah, but there's so many amazing things taking place. It's hard to watch, you know, when something, it's like we have this beautiful landmark of a huge change, and you just see the other side come in with so much bullshit. And my message is just that, like, Satan's done. That's ending and leaving, and you might as well come on over and join us while you still have the opportunity, because Saturn is being destroyed. And if you have a platform, you know, allow your viewers to discover new things with you. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, kitten. So yeah, just that's kind of my message at this point. Yeah. And then there's another hive mind we're finding, the Jesus sovereignty hive mind. And I'm sure that's how we're able to function properly without a controller in place. And I had a message about the Schumann's resonance being the hive mind resonance, because it's bringing us all together. So here's my image of, let's see which one is best. This is my image of the blue and red Kachina at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, kitten. Yeah, please do like and share. I'm going to try to make some more stuff, but it's like the stuff that I work the hardest on and comes out the best, no one gets to see, and it drives me nuts. I'd really like more people to see what's taking place right now. Wow. Yeah, the spheres are coming closer and becoming way more visible. Yeah. That's pretty significant right there, you guys. Does everybody see this that I'm seeing? I encourage everybody to take a snapshot of this and share it with the people that are believing that the Antichrist is responsible for these things. Guess I'm going to get going. Information for me is coming out weird. So thank you for bearing with me these past couple days. I just felt it was important to jump on here, regardless of what I was thinking or feeling. And so that's what I did. But I'll try to come up with some better images, much more clear. So this is the original. Sweetie, I need to check. I don't even think I have gotten an update from you if you've had one lately. Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad that you guys are so excited to be doing this with me and be here with me, and yeah, it's good stuff. I'll go ahead and just put a little more contrast on this one and see what we have before I go. Oh, I love you too, very much. You guys have helped me keep my sanity and love. You've guided me, you've taught me, and I can't wait for the gathering. I want to read more about what the Hopis say about the gathering. I forget, it's been a while. And you know, remember at the beginning, they met us where we were at. They were talking about the red and blue Kachina all the time. But now, they don't want to talk about that anymore. They don't want to talk about that. It's like a phoenix rising in there too or something amazing. You see the spheres above and below the red. It's just wild. Oh well, I'm documenting it for you. And I know a bunch of you guys are too. I love you guys very much. Go ahead and do a little sovereignty prayer. I have a nice video, Reclaiming Sovereignty, the fifth world, reclaiming sovereignty with the Kachinas. I would love if you guys would take a look at that. That was, now see, that's when I was having them pass through over the summer, I think. You'll have to look at the date. They were really close. They were like right above me, and I knew it was them. I knew it was Christ. I knew it was Christ. I didn't know much about Sophia. I didn't know anything. When I first heard somebody say, no, you should be worshiping Sophia, I thought, oh, Luciferian or something bad, or that sounds scary. That wasn't very long ago. So we have been conditioned, and we just keep purging it, and the truth totally becomes clear. It really does. And literally, the truth becomes clear. Love you too, Bill. Love you all. Thank you, Kitten. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Lisa, Michelle, Julie, Old Writer. You watch. You're going to heal so quickly. Alfred, Gigi. Let me go look at my emails. 1 hot minute. And we will gather again here soon. If not, on the moon before then.